Hello everyone, my name is Aaron Woodman, and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. This is an exciting video for me because we are beginning a new video set series that goes in depth with the history of disinformation. This video set will analyze important historical events where disinformation tactics were used to affect certain components of society, why those events happen, and how we can combat disinformation to reduce its influence on society. In my civic engagement curriculum, there is the fourth section that talks about information literacy, where it focuses on how we create, distribute, and process information. One of the topics I have in this section is disinformation and misinformation, which is the eighth topic in my curriculum. This topic looks at what disinformation and misinformation are, how they affect society, and how we can identify and combat them. For this video set series, we will focus on how disinformation tactics were used throughout history and how they are still being used right now to affect our information environment. This is important because disinformation is not something that has been occurring in recent decades. In fact, it has been happening for centuries, and it affected how people view each other and our institutions. Some of the tactics that we are seeing now seem like they are new, but when we analyze our society's history, it turns out they are not new. They have been used over and over again by bad actors to spread distrust and chaos against specific groups of people and institutions. The most concerning thing about this is because it has been happening for so long, it shows our society has been letting the disinformation spread and perpetuate over time. When we let disinformation negatively affect our information ecosystem, it affects our perception of what is actually true or false. We end up disregarding facts because we start thinking true information is false. This is also important for civic engagement because to build a sense of community and belonging, we have to know each of us will be honest with each other and not intentionally mislead us into a dangerous path. Whenever community members tell us what goes on in the world, we need to be straightforward and truthful with describing those events. If we are not truthful with describing world events, we end up having some misunderstandings of certain individuals and institutions that do not deserve those misunderstandings. We cannot be civically engaged if we always assume that everything someone says to us is automatically false. We must be united in sharing factual and truthful information with each other because we all deserve it and it allows us to keep functioning together. We also must be united in combating false information together because it ensures we maintain stability and we decrease its influence before it perpetuates into something bigger. So, to be a good information creator, distributor, and consumer, we have to look at the history of disinformation so we can recognize those disinformation tactics and not keep repeating them in the future. Here's my roadmap for this video set series. First, I will talk about the origins of disinformation from ancient history. Second, I will talk about propaganda, conspiracy theories, and stereotypes. Third, I will talk about fascism. Fourth, I will talk about the origins of Nazi Germany. Fifth, I will talk about active measures that get people to lose confidence in their democratic systems and democratically elected officials. Sixth, I will talk about Russia's interference in the 2016 US presidential election. Seventh, I will talk about disinformation in the media. Eighth, I will talk about disinformation from Donald J. Trump. Ninth, I will talk about the anti-democratic and authoritarian aspects of disinformation. 10th, I will talk about the big 2020 US presidential election fraud lie. 11th, I will talk about how to combat disinformation. By the end of this video set, you will be able to gain a deeper understanding of what disinformation is, the history of it, the tactics associated with it, and ways to combat it. Remember, anyone can spread disinformation. It is not limited to any political ideology. The thing that matters most is if we decide to amplify any sort of disinformation and present that disinformation as the truth of something. If we do not use our power as citizens to check the information presented to us or the information we present to people, we end up causing more harm to our information ecosystem when everyone assumes we are automatically lying to each other. Like I said before, combating disinformation is crucial for civic engagement so we can build a sense of community and belonging on being truthful and honest with ourselves. We can make positive change when we share factual information, but if we let disinformation take full control of our information ecosystem, we will not only just be static as a society, but also move back on the progress we made as a society. In the next video, I will begin by talking about the origins of disinformation from ancient history. Until then, please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on the post notifications so you will be notified when I post my next video. I appreciate your support. Remember, you are powerful, you are capable, and you are the changemaker our society needs. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you soon.